Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. Okay, I hope y'all are doing well. Let me straighten that out a bit because that'll drive me nuts. Hopefully, my dogs will behave. Okay, welcome back. These are the videos where I go through my chunky monkeys, otherwise known as my Fobonichis, and it's kind of like a storytelling kind of thing. I do go through each and every page, kind of explain what's going on in my life. So if you don't prefer that type of yucky video, go ahead and move on to the next video. If you do like it, then stick around. So yeah, this is my July-August 2018 Fobonichi. I use altered composition books. And I do want to mention I no longer glue my pages. Yeah, it was just taking up way too much of my time, and not that I don't like them glued. I do like them glued. I prefer them glued, but I just don't have time right now to do that. So I'm doing what I can, working with what I've got. This is actually a big like wall decal. All of these sticker things are wall decals that I found at Dollar Tree. And I always put an eyelet on my book on the front and back and put some ribbon on it to tie it together when it's done. Because when they're done, this book holds 2 months of my life. When it's done, it's kind of thick. Yeah, so I need to have something to tie it all together. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Okay, inside cover, same deal. Oh, and this background here, I know in some video that I did, I showed you how I did this. I crumple up a piece of paper, any kind of paper, and then I flatten it out and I use let me see if I have one right close. Well, we'll just use this one here. I use a smaller ink pad, right? And I open it up and then I just rub it on the top of the wrinkles and it gives that effect. Okay, so my pocket for my stuff. All right, let's get going, Elizabeth here. All right, and if this is the first time you're on my channel looking, watching a flip through, I just ramble on about what's going on the pages. You can see the materials I've used. Sometimes I explain the materials I've used, and it just goes on for as long as it goes on for. I don't do July 1st through 15th or anything like that. It's just, I look at the timing of the video and hope it doesn't go on forever for you poor folks. Okay, so let's get started. All right, July 1st. The background here was just painted paper in my stash. This right here, the background here is an envelope. The inside of a security envelope. This is actually a photocopy of the little coasters that I make. Okay, so I just literally slap it down on my photocopier machine, resize it to the size that I want to fit in the book, and photocopy it. That way I have a picture and an illustration of what I did that day. And that day I happened to be making coasters because we were watching the World Cup. Yeah, and I was getting really into it. This I found online, how to stay positive in an uncomfortable situation. So apparently, yeah, gotta love social media, right? Yeah. I guess I was feeling in an uncomfortable position. So I found that and stuck that in here. Here I made a little pocket. This is a Bitmoji, okay? It's like supposed to be like an avatar of yourself. And so you make it, online. You can go to bitmoji.com. They're super cute. And what I did was, after I cut it out, I just glued it on these areas right here so that then I could use it as a pocket. Okay, so this day I happened to be helping him to clean his uniforms. Yeah, he had gotten 6 pair of work pants and 7 work shirts. So I was helping him to launder them. And then, let's see here. Okay, it was a Sunday, so we headed back home. We must have been in the Keys for the weekend. Yeah, and then we had decided a little, rather late, that we should have just stayed the whole week because July 4th was coming up. I don't know what we were thinking. Anyway, got home. I actually did work a little bit in my craft room. And that evening, I caught Jessica Rapp's live. Yep, and was messaging with Brooke, so that's always fun. Jessica Rapp does live sessions on Wednesday and Sunday nights, and they're super fun to watch. I will, as always, list anything I mention down below. Okay, if it's a YouTube channel, a Facebook page, a tutorial video, whatever it is, I will link it below. And if I don't, remind me, okay? So let's see if this page is all glary. No, okay. I love this picture I found in a magazine. This I got offline. And let's see. So this was Monday. So coffee and computer as per usual on the patio. Talked to grandma. I did my ramble session, which I normally do on Mondays. I finished prepping my July phobo. And I did up the laundry. Okay, yeah. So, you know, same old, same old. And I was just really tired. At this point, I was not getting very good sleep. Okay, this here is a gorgeous card, handmade card. It is absolutely beautiful from the very talented and super adorable Leanne from Creatively Free to Be Me. Yes, her link will be below. So I had gotten a Happy Mail package. She was so sweet and kind and wrote the sweetest note. And I had received this because I had sent her some piratey stuff for her pirate journal. We had tacos, Taco Tuesday, and I just took part of the packaging and made a pocket. I love using packaging in my Fobonichi. You can use it in so many creative ways. So I did an impromptu YouTube live stream that day. Yeah, and I caught up on some pages while I did my live stream. So those are super fun to do. And yeah, we had a relaxing evening. And then this day was July 4th. So everybody was home. We didn't do anything specific. In fact, I don't even know. My kids might have been gone. I can't remember. These right here, I had gotten from Brooke on Recreations by Brooke, her Facebook page. She designs and puts out really adorable free printables. So check out her Facebook page. Of course, I will link it below. So I took these, I backed them with some security envelope, attached a little piece of fabric on there, and just wrote about my day on these little cards, right? It was Wednesday, so Jessica was live, so I caught that for a little bit. Oh my goodness, yeah, poor thing. My husband was up at like 12:30 a.m., so he just snoozed on the couch before he went to work. Good grief. Oh my goodness. It was hot and humid. Yeah. Oh no, okay, wait a second. He was off this day, so he was home with me. So yeah, he just wasn't feeling well as usual. So yeah, he was just lounging on the couch all day for that day. And again, these are free downloads from Brooke on Recreations by Brooke. So check out her link if you want. Oh, and this little tab too came with it. Can you see that? That little tab? So adorable. Okay, so this day came out horribly, and it's really hard to read, so I don't know really what happened. It was hot and humid. I love this verse right here, or this quote from Confucius: choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. I say that to my kids all the time. And as for me, I did choose something that I loved, teaching. And one day maybe I'll grace you with the whole story about how I became a teacher. But not today. Anywho, as much as I can read here, which is not very much, apparently the big vertical lawnmower came down the street to trim all the trees, which as of today, they're all gone. No more trees. This, again, remember, this was back in July, okay? So this was a few months ago. Our contractor came by so that we could sign some contracts. Yeah, we're getting some hurricane windows put in soon, along with some other home improvements. And so, yeah, I think they should be ready coming up here shortly, I think, now that we are currently in September, okay? And again, this is back in July. Let's see. Yeah, just cute little images that I found. around. So that was that. This background paper here is actually some sort of Asian paper. I'm not sure it came from an Asian book, but I like it. Okay, we headed to the hospital back in July. My husband had his fourth esophageal resection. He is hopefully completely done with the resections, and then he's already had his RFA treatment. He had that last week. So, okay, I started a new Chevron Lapgan, and I have since finished it. You have seen it. It's my coffee and cream one. I love it, and I use it on my couch. And here's my sweet, sweet husband right there. He's so gorgeous. He's gorgeous, and he's lovely, and I love him. And yeah, he's such the typical man. You know, like you'd never know that he was ill unless you knew he was ill, right? Yeah, he's very inspirational to me. Okay, let me see if any of these are glary. Nope. Okay. So this day here, I went out with my daughter. Yeah, we went and ran errands. We just had a daughter day. It was a Saturday, so we stayed home. Yeah, because my husband had just had his treatment or his resection, his surgery the day before, so we didn't go down to the Keys. He was just in a lot of pain and just sleeping on and off all day. He had a low-grade fever. He just was not feeling well at all. And with each resection, his recovery time gets longer and more painful. So, anywho, he was safe in the hands of my son who was home. And so my daughter and I went out and we went to a barbecue place down here that's been around since 1950. This is an old, like a old timey picture of their business card. I went to Michael's. We just decided to have some really healthy fried appetizers. So yeah, so that was fun, and I was doing laundry that day too. This picture here is actually a vintage picture of these little teddy bears, and this is basically, you know, this kind of summarizes our weekend. It was just really lazy, and we were laying around, and I do believe I received these sweet things from Allison in the UK. It's so totally hot and humid here. I got this from a magazine, this big couch in the color of chartreuse, which is just lovely. And yeah, so we had a totally lazy day, working on my Lapgan, watching a lot of TV, and that was pretty much it. And Big Handsome got out early and did the grocery shopping. That's one thing that he really, I don't know necessarily if like he enjoys grocery shopping, but he does do it because I guess it makes him feel like he's accomplished something, you know, instead of laying on the couch all day. I appreciate it, I can tell you that much. So yeah, that was that. Then on this day here, I think I'll probably, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know when I'm going to stop. I might never stop. Okay, so this day here, I got a lovely happy mail from my sweet sister Karen, and I wrote on the back, used her washi tape, her sweet little stickers and whatnot that she puts all over her envelope. So yeah, she had sent a lovely card. Oh, and she had also sent this super-de-duper cute sparkly charm. Yep, I just got to figure out how I'm going to use it, but I love it, and I thank her very much. And a pretty friendship card to put into my wallet, which that is where it's at. Now this is a piece of packaging or something. Oh, I filmed a YouTube. Oh, it was Monday, so I filmed a ramble on YouTube. I made a little pocket here out of whatever this is. On Monday. Why would they go on Monday? Maybe after work they went to go look at cars. I'm not sure. I don't know. My son was looking for a new car. This image I got from a magazine, and I wrote in my white pen, Bright Horizon, because this right here talks about my daughter's opportunity to become a language arts teacher for the 5th grade. And so that is what she is doing now. Yeah, so she had texted me that day to tell me that the principal had called her into the office to offer her a 5th grade teaching position for language arts. So yep, so she is doing that now. And then she was so excited when she got home that I had dug out all of she was like super excited to get started planning and everything. And so before she got home, I went and dug through all my boxes because I have kept a lot of my lesson plans from when I used to teach. Not when not when I used to teach in the public school system, but when I used to teach for our homeschool co-op. And a lot of the times I taught creative writing. So this is one of the things that I came across. It just brought back such fond memories. I had actually put this newsletter together, and it was like a culminating activity, and it contains stories. It's in, obviously newspaper form, and it contains stories about fairy tale characters, okay? And they're funny stories, like Ariel forgets to swim, Winnie the Pooh misses dinner plans, Rumpelstiltskin spotted and arrested in castle, Wood, Flesh, or Miracle. This is about Pinocchio. Rapunzel donates her hair. Hansel and Gretel with an iPhone. I mean, oh my goodness. It was so much fun. This is such a fun activity to do with kids. And they loved it. They loved having, their own little newspaper with their stories in it. So that brought back fond memories. And then this day here, like, this up here I got from a magazine. It's actually a dude, but it represents the fact that I had not been sleeping very well. And yeah, he has a beard, so it was just funny to me that, it's representing me not getting any sleep, but I don't have a beard. I just have a cheeky chin whisker. And here's my little piece of, or like an emoji thing, and I drew on a little chin whisker. And then my chin whisker is saying, "For the love of all things holy, pluck me." So yeah, that was funny. I like to amuse myself when I'm doing my book. And this right here is a fun, fabulous, I know I've shown this before. It's a fun, fabulous paperclip embellishment. On the inside are these the paperclip is actually adhered to 2 pieces of file folder, and then that then is used as the base to put whatever you're gonna put. In this case, I put a little vintage pocket on one side and a little journaling card on the other, and then it's like a hidden paper clip, right? So you just slide it in like that. So adorable. And this idea was from Brooke on Recreations by Brooke. So of course I will leave the tutorial link below. Check it out. Okay, so it was hot and muggy out. Let's see. It was Tuesday. Background again was old painty papers, magazine clippings, stickers, washi tape, this hidden paper clip and belly. This background paper here is actually paper that I dyed, note paper that I dyed with food coloring. So yeah. So let's see. Okay, I was so tired. Oh, I was prepping in the morning for a live stream on making my little girl journals, which I am still making all these months later. Yes, I am. Brooke was my moderator. So yeah, she does such a great job because it is really difficult. Like if you've never done a live stream, it's difficult to do in the sense that you're doing, you've got to walk and chew gum at the same time. And y'all know how I am not good at that, right? So you've got your computer over to the side, you're trying to watch the comment feed, you're trying to answer questions, you're trying to communicate with people, all while you're doing something, showing something, explaining something. So it is a great idea to have a moderator. Yeah, and she does a great job. So I was on for almost like 2 hours, and it was so great though. Oh yeah, and then our contractor came right in the middle of it. So I had to have an awkward silence for a bit while I took care of him. It was really quite funny. Yeah, and so that was that day. So I think I'll stop here. Make sure always to check the links below because I always link the stuff that I mention in my flip through. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed filming it and yammering to you guys. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Bye.